Hey guys, we are back in Wario World, okay? So, I'm really sorry that I took another week off from Let's Playing, okay? Because it totally had everything to do with how that last Kirby episode turned out from last week, and that was like on Tuesday, I think, or either when... I'm not sure if it was Tuesday or Thursday. I know it was like... pretty sure it was like Thursday or Tuesday. I can't really remember. Are you kidding me? It's seriously been that long since I worked on this LP? I haven't worked on this LP since February started. Well, I guess we better get back into this game because yeah, I feel real bad that I left you guys kind of hanging on both LPs because yeah, I was like really. For those of you who haven't seen my episode 14 of Kirby's Return to Dreamland, that was the only LP episode I recorded that week, and after that I was just like, okay, screw this, let's take like another week off. Well, actually, no, it wasn't exactly what I was thinking, but whatever. In this episode, we are taking on Beanstalk Way of Thrillsville, which is the third world, as I've already said many times before. So I'll probably end up calling this episode Wario and the Beanstalk, maybe. I don't know. I already used Tiny in the Beanstalk back in DK64, but that was a while ago, so I guess it wouldn't really matter if I did use that for this game. Instead of Tiny, I'd say Wario, so oh well. Somewhat of a difference right there. You see these daisies right here, right here. They're just like the bone hands and what was it called? There was those spinny, bony things in the third world, third level, which was a haunted horror manor. So yeah, there's not really much to this level. Yeah, it is a little bit trickier than. No, I wouldn't say it's more tricky than Snow Mountains, because I'm telling you, this is a lot easier compared to that. Knock down the Fruit of the Tree Freaks. Those are the mid-bosses of this level, in case you haven't noticed yet. Actually, I'm sure if there's people out there who haven't played this game before, they would know by now that that is not an actual enemy. I mean, they would not know by now that they're an actual enemy. Sorry. Yep, the commentary's still not turning out as good, but guess what? From now on, I just don't care, okay? Yeah, I'm not really as concerned about the commentary from now on as it is for the Let's Play itself, but the thing is that if I didn't really care about the commentary, which I kind of do, to be honest, I know I just said that I just don't care about the commentary. Well, the fact is, I actually kind of do, because you know, I don't want the commentary to turn out like crap, okay? I just want to show people how I play through the game while talking at the same time. And the reason why I want to talk at the same time is, you know, do Let's Plays is because if you do just regular video game walkthroughs on commentary, then you're not gonna be able to listen to your old voice, okay? That's pretty much, it's practically for memory's sake that I actually do this, to be honest. I wanna have an old voice to look back to, and I already do kinda, as from my high-pitched voice back from 2009, 2010 that I had, early 2010. Because longtime fans of mine would know that over the past couple of years, my voice has changed a little. It's like, it's not as high-pitched as it was back then. Did I make a... I want to see if I made a treasure appear down here, maybe? Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, I'm glad I checked, alright. Okay, so we gotta climb back up the Beanstalk. This is the only thing I don't like about this level, is that you'll find yourself backtracking several times just to get back up to high places, because that's kinda... You'll be seeing a little bit of that, you know, getting to high places, and this is the tree freak that this first sprite was talking about earlier. Now this mid-boss is very annoying in a way, because what you have to do is you see how these he's dropping down these balls with spikes on one side, and well, you have to avoid touching the spiky side of them, and you have to like and you have to like ground pound and move them a little so that you can pick them up from the side that it's not spiky, I should say. I don't know what else to call it. And just like the previous mid-bosses of the game, you'll be seeing this guy more than once in this level, so be ready for that. He doesn't really get too much harder the more you advance through the level. He kind of does a little bit, like he takes more hits, but that's pretty much it. Here we have our second sub-level. This one is... you purposely have to get a bomb from one of these treasure chests and then throw it onto the switch while you're standing on the... it's not like that. Actually aim for the switch. Okay, there you go. And then make sure you're standing on the thing when it goes up, because the moment that the bomb hits the switch, it's gonna automatically start going up. Okay. So, I honestly, when I started watching the video back from last week, the Kirby episode that I really hated because of the commentary. When I looked back at it, the commentary wasn't as bad as I thought it was, okay? So it just goes to show that commentary is going to sound more awful when you're actually doing it than it will after, you know, when you play it back, it's not going to sound as bad. But it is going to sound bad to you when you're recording it. So that's what sucks about it. Now you may recognize this sub-level from, there was another variation to this back in the first level, the entire first level of the game. I don't know why I have a tendency to say the entire game, because people obviously know that it is. Well, anyways, yeah, we encountered a sub-level similar to this in Greenhorn Forest, but it had only one of those rings that you get through, and this one has two. So once again, just make sure you're going through the openings when you're on the glue globe, and you'll be fine. So that mini level's not as easy as it was when I was little. It took me a long time to finally understand how to do that, so it was very annoying. It gave me a lot of trouble when I was little. Oh yeah, and also something that's really annoying about these daisy things they spin on, you have to ground pound on them to make them open up first, you know, to make them bloom. So until you do that, you can't start spinning on them, using them, you know. I think we have to go back for... wait. I know... wasn't there... I think there's something we have to go back for. Wait. I know there's like a treasure chest somewhere that I missed. Isn't there? It's in the very beginning of the level. Here it is, right here. Yeah. When you hit that yellow switch in that ditch that I was in earlier, you have to go back to the beginning of the level to get that, and then you have to backtrack all the way back to where you were. So this just goes to show just how annoying this level is. It's not as annoying as, you know, Chili Mountains, where you had to actually restart the entire level if you miss even one thing. It's not like that, but still, it's very annoying. There are actually kind of some pretty weird enemies in this stage, and you'll see when we get later in the stage, you will see some pretty weird enemies, trust me. Like this, it spits out the glue globe, and then you have to, you know, like before it inhales it again, you have to, before it eats it again, you have to use the glue globe to cross the ditch. I don't really think we need Mr. Garlic right now. I think we're just fine. Oh, there it is, a trapdoor mini level. You pick up one of these enemies, and there we go. Did I also... oh yeah, also, something I never mentioned is that, you can actually... I thought this is really funny. You can actually interact with these red arrows you've seen lately. you can actually attack them, make them point random directions, so just kind of something to do if you're really bored. But most people who are bored would actually want to advance further through the game, so most people would not notice that. And so you drop, pretty much this is the gimmick of this mini level, is just dropping down to the, and make sure you actually land on what you want to land on, like the body part right there. Don't miss any platforms. I'm just going to continue recording. You notice that there were 10.5 minutes into the video right now. I'm just going to keep on recording until we get through the entire level. Well, actually, I may just continue on. I may just continue recording until we're in the 4th and final world of the game, okay? So, I'm going to do that. Okay, right under here is our battle arena right here. What? Oh my god, some of the enemies from up there actually landed down here. That was kind of weird. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, these are new enemies right here. All you have to do is just punch them when they're in the air, and then they'll go down without even a fight at all. Yeah, they're really, these enemies right here are really pathetic. You see how easily they go down? You just hit, just one hit and they're dead. How shameful. Oh my god, these guys are starting to get really annoying. They're actually gonna shoot out the flaming... Whoa! I did not notice that the birds started throwing spike balls at you either. It also took me like halfway through... No, I don't think we're halfway through the level just yet. I think we are. Well, we're in a different part level, I know that, but I don't think we're actually... I could say that we're halfway through the level because there's actually a lot left. A lot more left in this level. Yeah. And there we go, another treasure. And this one, yeah, this second part of the level is actually kind of, you know, a bit more scenic. Oh, and oh god, these enemies, I hate these guys so much. Well, actually, no. No, these guys aren't that bad. What am I saying? I honestly don't know what I was thinking about there. Also this, I hate this. You have to use this spinning flower thing. Get to that blue switch up there. Whoa. There you go. Make sure you punch it. And we have yet another trapdoor sub-level. Seriously, whoa, that thing is huge. Okay, this one's actually pretty simple. Who could not... seriously, how hard could it be to figure out how to get across this thing? Now, you have to make sure they have enough space, you know, that you're close enough to get to where the ruby is. And that's no problem at all either. Alright, here we go, third spriteling. This kind of place holds many treasures. I bet the cliff bases do too. Cliff bases? Oh. I see where he's getting at there. I think I know what he's talking about, and this one actually was kind of a different. Some of the cliff bases in this level, there'll be some cliffs that are hanging below where you are, so that's why they're so hard to find. Some of them actually contain body parts or treasures, okay? So make sure you check those too. Like, there will be some spots where you won't necessarily fall down, but you think you will. I mean, yeah. What? God, I have to come back up here just for stupid treasure. You see how much I hate this stupid level. Hate so much. Okay. Grab Wario's head there, and there you go. What you want to do with how greedy Wario is, that's for sure. Oh, this one. Just great. This one is a bit more tricky than... I wouldn't say it's more tricky. Let's just try to figure this thing out. Oh, crap, I did this wrong. Well, let's see if I can still make it. See if it still works. Dang it. No, this is not going to work at all. This is not going to work. Yeah, you see it? It just doesn't work. Alright, let's try this a different way. Make sure that thing is as close as it gets, and there you go. Yeah, that's when you want to start getting these things moving, is when that thing gets close enough. When that third platform up there gets close enough. Because when you get here, it's already going to be moving, so you just need to work around that, kinda. But we got it, no problem. Just took a few tries, that's all. Alright, here we go.